Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. We are from Group 2 and we are going to do our case study presentation, which is Columbia Sportwear Company.
Our team consists of 5 members, which are FENG 266840, ZAINEENA binti ZAILANI 275544, and SHAJRAH binti AHMAD 273820, AFIQAH binti FAIZIL 275808, and lastly NURUL Wahida binti Hasnol 269988.
Hello everyone, my name is Feng, which number is 266840. I'm going to explain the strategy issue about Columbia Sportwear Company. Columbia faces a major problem with the customer service, which includes three reasons. The first reason is customers don't fully understand the employer in this section. We found that the customer had more complaints than compliments. Interestingly, the complaints go beyond product quality. The reason for the problem is that when the customer asks for the help for the first question, more questions will appear soon. But often the first question is not solved. The second reason is Columbia return policy is not clear, and customer service responds very slowly or does not reply when applying for the return. It is likely to miss the return stability time. In addition, if the return period occupied by the shipping fee is unfair to the customer, companies should have some policy against the external factory asset returns. The third reason is Columbia focused on the supply chain, but including how the customer provides the quality of the company product and the service. Columbia focused on the supply chain because its analytic program improved profitability, but better communication with target audience might be able to solve the most of difficult reasons. Due to the growth in the late income over the past 2 years, Columbia Sportwear has sufficient financial resource to the community to enhance its customer service, shipping and return policy, but negative impact of doing so is very large because the people's love for the product can make the company develop in the long run. This is all for me. Thank you.
SWOT metric and analysis is a key and necessary planning tools that Columbia Sportwear Management may use to conduct a situational study of the firm. It is an important strategy to identify Columbia Sportswear's current strategies, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in its current business environment. Columbia Sportwear is a key participant in the industry. This organization is one of the most successful firms in its industry, benefit from a plethora of advantages that contribute to the company's continuing market success. These qualities not only help the organization retain its market position in present industry, but also help it enter into new markets. According to the finding of the case studies, some of Columbia Sportswear strengths are first, competent and skilled workforce, second, good economic skill, third, well-known brand and market leaders in the industry, fourth, a positive brand image and extensive customer awareness, and lastly, a strong cutting-edge and distinctive brand portfolio. I will begin with the Columbia Sportwear has competent and skilled workforce. For your information, effective training and education program yield a highly trained labor force. Columbia Sportwear spend a large amount of money on the training and development of its workers, which result in a team that is not only well-skilled but also highly motivated to achieve even more than they already have. In addition, it is believed that Columbia has a large workforce which in essence helps the firm to advance to the next stage, which can be observed via the design of the goods. Based on the case study, the company has a specialized designer that is both highly talented and skilled in the successful use of technology. The incorporation of powerful technology into the product contributes to an increase in the client base awareness of the brands. Next, the Information Technology and Marketing Department of Colombia also put in a lot of efforts to ensure that their responsibilities are completed effectively and that they are able to draw the attention of consumers to their new items. Because of this, Colombia is able to continue innovating, which enables them to bring more innovative items to market and open doors to new markets. We move to this company has a good economy scale. Based on the case study, we can conclude that Colombia have maintained massive economies of scale and a robust free cash flow. This is due to Colombia's presence in 4 separate geographic regions such as the United States, Latin America, Asia Pacific, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, and also the Canada. Colombia Sportwear has high free cash flow, which gives the firm with resources to develop into new ventures. This causes Colombia to acquire raw materials in big quantities, and the overall average cost is reduced, allowing Colombia to make a high quality product at a reasonable cost. Furthermore, this enables Colombia to reap the advantages of increased production and infrastructure. In addition, because of their higher output, they get bulk orders from several nations. As demand grows, Colombia aggressively markets and advertises all of their new items as well as benefits from several deals, and the return will not cover the significant sunk expenses. For your information, good relationship with stakeholders also assist them in progressively growing, ensuring consistency in product quality, and effectively generating goods returns. The third one is well-known brand and market leaders in its industry. Colombia Sportwear was founded in 1937 and began to expand globally, establishing an effective distribution channel via a combination of wholesale distribution channels, direct-to-customer channel, retail shop, and brand retail store. The United States, Latin America, and Asia Pacific, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, and also the Canada are the 4 major geographic areas where Colombia has extended its company. The customer accepted quality of the footwear and outdoor clothing offered by Colombia is mostly comprised of footwear and apparel. They are also one of the most well-known brands in Colombia, and their products are in high demand due to their consistent use of advanced technology and affordable pricing, which has resulted in consumer brand loyalty. The fourth one is a positive brand image and extensive customer awareness. The name of Colombia is well known in the sporting goods industry. In terms of preserving and improving the brand's reputations, it has been fairly effective. It makes an effort to cultivate and sustain the customers and consumers' connection to the brand, which has assisted in it developing a high awareness of the brands and also a long-term relationship with the customers, both of which are crucial to the success of the company. The growing usage of social media and the expansion of internet advertising effort has contributed significantly to the new generation of consumer heightened awareness. Next, as we can see in the case study, the special jacket from Colombia stable were very popular and quickly flew off the shelf. They have breathable and waterproof fabric as well as shells and liners that were replaceable. The capacity of Colombia to adapt to an ever-evolving media landscape has undoubtedly contributed to the company's ability to maintain its lead in its competitions. In addition to this, it communicates with the customer mood in the appropriate manner by promoting its sustainability policies and relevant design sources and operational design. Lastly, a strong, cutting-edge, and distinctive brand portfolio. The assortment of well-known brands carried by Colombia Sportwear is substantial Daniel. The company is highly devoted to the design of creative items, and also the company directs all of its research and development efforts into the creation of fresh, youthful gear for people who like being outdoors all around the globe. In addition, it collaborates with specialists from a wide range of fields such as chemistry, engineering, industrial design, and other related fields. In addition to its own in-house specialists, and this has enabled it to develop technologies that have won awards, such as OmniShade, OmniFreeze, Ultra Extreme, and others. The input from customer is taken into consideration throughout every stage of product development, ensuring that the finished goods are able to fulfill the requirements specified by those customers.
Aside from its strength, Columbia Sportwear also has its weaknesses. So now let's move on to the weakness. The first weakness of Columbia Sportwear is insufficient of e-commerce. So the majority of its revenue still come from wholesale distribution. Sales are made directly to customers and sales are made via independent distributors. So the customer should be able to purchase the Columbia product of their choices from any local suppliers. So Columbia Sportwear should be implementing an e-commerce strategy and developing a website for customers. Okay, the second weakness is low in intellectual property protection. So the company, Columbia Sportwear, was not very good at planning and strategizing to preserve its patents. So the competitors may come out with a product that was quite similar to them. So they need to deal with the concern with counterfeit goods, which may lead to consumers' confusion. The third weakness of Columbia Sportwear is a low level of investment in research and development, the R&D. Okay, the amount of money spent on research and development by the business is much less than it's spent by the sector's company that are growing the most quickly. So it has not been able to keep up with the pioneers of the industry in terms of development of innovative products. The fourth weakness, the brand is not well known as its competitors in other parts of the world except America. Okay, although Columbia Sportwear is a well-known brand all over the globe, the company does not put neatly as much emphasis and advertising. So a good example of a powerful rival in the market is Nike and North Face. So both of these brands have a significant presence all over the world because the marketing and promotion strategy that they employ. So the Columbia brand has fallen far behind because of this rival. Finally, the last weakness of Columbia Sportwear is a high reliance on a small number of suppliers. So, the only source of all its product is from independent manufacturers that are based in Asia. So, it has little alternative but to depend on outsourced manufacturing for market success. So, it also lacking in the capacity to make government domestically. So, Colombia's success is very unpredictable. Also, the seasonal clothing market is dependent on its supplier ability to supply its items. So, they are unable to get the essential supplies in the event that one of those supplies has a disruption in their business operation. So, that's all from me. Let's move on to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, so now we'll be looking at the opportunities. First of all, the industry of outdoor apparel that the company competes in is highly competitive. However, the company who is the current incumbent of the industry has already established a brand name within the industry itself. Therefore, the threat of new entrants towards the company will be low. Columbia Sportswear can use this as an opportunity to further ingrain their brand presence into the outdoor apparel industry whilst competing with the other incumbent of the industry. Next, it has been noted there has been a shift in the lifestyle of where people are becoming more aware of their health. Not only for the elderly, but also the youngster. Outdoor activities are becoming more popular within the younger generation, especially skiing, mountaineering, climbing, and trail activities. It has been noted that there is an increase of female youth participation. Hence, the company can use this opportunity to market more of their product to newer potential customers. Moving on, Columbia Sportwear is no stranger to incorporating technology into their apparel. The company Omni's heat electric product line has shown to become one of their successful product lines and is believed to be their primary source of growth. With the Industry 4.0 and the revolution of technology, the company can use this opportunity to further develop and innovate their clothing line. Next is the appeal of e-commerce to consumers is that they can browse through goods within the comfort of their own home, within their own time and availability. Thus, Columbia Sportswear should use this opportunity to set up and expand their online channel. To know the needs and wants of their customer better, the company can implement big data analytics which can track their customer preferences and their spending habits. So, a better marketing and advertising can be done for each specific customer. The company can also expand their brand awareness to more potential customers disregarding the geographical boundaries. Okay, so next, in the last 3 decades, from 1970 to 2000, an increase of 41% in average income within the US household has been shown. An increase in household income would suggest the possibility of customer buying more high-end products. The trend of customer moving towards high-end products over the past year has been noted. People are becoming more aware of premium and luxury products that align with the rise of social media. Therefore, the company can use this opportunity to increase their profitability whilst expanding their target customer. Now moving on to the threats, over the past year it has been observed that there has been a seasonal fluctuation where the world is experiencing what is called unseasonably warm winters. If these cases were to continue, this can greatly affect the turnover rate of the company winter gear product. Sales during the fall and winter season are the seasons that the company is able to make above average profit, which is why it is threatening the company's operation, which also leads to drop in future demand from retailers. Next, one of the company's main appeal is their affordable prices compared to their competitors' price. The company are able to achieve that through outsourcing manufacturers from Asia, where the production cost is lower compared to the US. However, with the increase in oil price, this will affect the company since it will increase the cost of freight transport. In addition, some of the raw materials used in Columbia Sportswear garments are petrochemicals, which is oil. If the threat stays persistent, the company will have to raise the price of their production in order to stay profitable since the manufacturing cost has also increased. They will lose their pricing advantage. Next, highly technical and innovative products are in high demand in the outdoor apparel market. The problem arises when instead of creating their own brand of apparel dedicated to highly technical and innovative products, they have resorted to counterfeiting the existing products within the market. It has been estimated that due to the counterfeit reproduction of the company's product, the losses range from 100 to 200 million a year. Plus, this counterfeit reproduction do not have the same quality of the Columbia Sportswear product line. This poses a great threat to the company, as when people were to purchase this counterfeit reproduction whilst thinking that they are purchasing the authentic goods, this will mislead them to thinking that Columbia Sportswear products have such a low quality. Plus, to secure patents and trademark, it takes a long time, which is not suitable for the fast-paced apparel and fashion world. Next, Columbia Sportswear operate their business in several different geographic segments. Exchange rate risk is the uncertainty faced by the company when the currency fluctuates and creates volatility. Lastly, in an attempt for companies in the US to use more local manufacturers, the government has increased the tariff on imported goods from China. The company can simply change the manufacturing to the US since the local manufacturers demands a higher working pay compared to the manufacturers in Asia, hence increasing the production cost. In addition, the ongoing trade war between the US and China, where US urge companies in US to use local manufacturers, and China increasing the taxation on imported goods manufactured in China.
We would recommend Columbia Sportswear to expand their product exposure through e-commerce while maintaining their relationship with retailers. E-commerce refers to selling and buying products and services across the internet. There are several benefits company can gain from selling their products using e-commerce. Firstly, Columbia Sportswear can widen their customer base globally. The advantage for the company is that online stores are not restricted by geography. Geographical boundaries is not necessary when conducting business through e-commerce. Customers from all around the world can purchase company's product without having to go to the store. Columbia Sportswear do not present in all neighborhood or country. That is why we recommend them to sell on e-commerce platforms so that they can reach more people or reach to more customers to sell their products. Secondly, customer data can be easily gathered, analyzed, and used to take appropriate action is another benefit of e-commerce. Company can gather first-hand data through online selling by keeping an eye on customer satisfaction. Additionally, company can monitor continuous feedback from online customers that can enable the company to continuously improve their products and tailor their products to fit customers' demand. Compared to the physical stores, opening an online business can cut costs. Companies will spend less on labor and overhead. Furthermore, online stores may sell products more quickly and profitably since they are open 24 hours a day and 7 days per week. To conclude, Columbia Sportswear will gain many benefits if they decide to expand their product exposure through e-commerce platform, as e-commerce is growing at tremendous speed due to the advance in digital technologies and in the growing trend of digital education. That is all from our group. Thank you very much.